morning. We're going to ask everyone, please, to remain seated as our platform processes in. Please make sure that everyone is seated. Welcome to the 165th Commencement Exercises at Lincoln University.
Thank you, Professor Pettaway. I've never heard that much soul put on the processional marching, so we thank you. First of all, I want to say that the class of 2024 is the most resilient group of people we will ever meet. I feel like my life is going to be good for the next generation because you people have pushed through so much, and with every bit of adversity, you take it in, you bounce back, and you show up. You look beautiful, and we are so glad that we're able to get together even if it's not in the most optimal situation. I'm going to ask that everybody please remain standing while Reverend Dr. Frederick Faison, Associate Vice President for Student Success, Health and Wellness, and University Chaplain, offers the invocation, and we ask that you remain standing and join us as we sing, Lift Every Voice and Sing.
And let us be together with God and with one another as we pray. Good and gracious God, we thank you because this is the day that the Lord hath made. We are rejoicing and we are glad in it. We are standing here surrounding by angels and ancestors. We are thankful for the prayer of that young man who prayed 170 years ago in that Hensonville community. That prayer has still been honored even by this day. We are thankful for the gathering of John Miller Dickey and the start of the Ashman Institute and the establishment to become Lincoln University. That prayer is still being honored today. Here we are today after all these 170 years, standing and blessed to stand with these young people of this graduating class. This is the day that you have made, and we are rejoicing and we are glad in it. We are thankful that you have blessed us to become mayors of cities, that you blessed us to become judges of courtrooms, poets of Harlem Renaissance, that you have blessed us, God, even to have an alumni president. God, we thank you for this day and this time and this hour, for this is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. We rejoice and we are glad in it. Amen.
Thank you. I want to thank Reverend Faison for that beautiful invocation. And please let us give another round of applause for the concert choir. Ladies and gentlemen, It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the 165th Commencement Ceremony of Lincoln University. We are very pleased that you have come to share this very special and joyous event. And as we pivot to make sure that we can have this honor occasion, we ask that you all observe it with the seriousness and dignity that reflects the hard work of these students. Before I begin my remarks, I'm pleased to share with you, do we have it? Okay. Pleased to share for your listening a short message from Vice President Kamala Harris that she prepared for all 2024 HBCU graduates. It is both timely and inspiring. Please listen.
Congratulations to the HBCU class of 2024. Well, you made it. Through early morning classes and late night study sessions, through remote learning and social distancing, with the support of your friends, family, and the faculty and staff, you made it to graduation. And I have to tell you, our nation is so proud of you. This is a special moment. I speak from personal experience when I say, someone you met on your first day of class will be in your wedding party. Someone sitting near you today will ask you to be godparent to their child or be at their swearing in to public office. And class of 2024, as Vice President of the United States, I tell you, no matter what path you choose to follow from here, our nation needs you. We need your ambition. We need your aspirations. We need your voice, and we need your leadership. In our schools, hospitals, courtrooms, as tech founders, entrepreneurs, engineers, scientists, and leaders at the highest levels of government, we need you to continue to work to build a brighter future for our nation and our world. And you are ready. As a proud HBCU graduate, I know firsthand the value of attending an institution like yours. You leave here having been taught that you can do and be anything, and that you have a duty to be excellent, to work to uplift the condition of all people, and to fight to protect our most fundamental rights and freedoms. So as you set out on the next chapter of your life, remember there is no obstacle you cannot overcome. There is no barrier you cannot break, and there is no limit to your capacity for greatness. And wherever you go, please always remember, everyone you see today, we're all going to be with you, cheering you on. So congratulations on this tremendous achievement. I am so very proud of you. Please take care.
We'll make sure that we send a note of thanks from Lincoln University to Vice President Harris. To the graduates seated before me, I want to say congratulations also. You've persevered and made a commitment to finish the journey you began 4, 5, maybe 6 years ago. For the graduate students, I'm sure it was a little less time than that. No matter how many years it takes, what is important is that you met all the requirements to receive your higher education degree. The class of 2024 came to campus at the height of the pandemic, when we were all still trying to adapt to change that affected every aspect of our campus life. It was not easy for any of us, and we realized that it was an especially challenging time for you as students trying to successfully navigate new terrain and acclimate yourself to uncharted territory. I know that all of us, the faculty, the administrators, the staff, and your family members applaud the fact that you faced and overcame the challenges experienced over the past few years and have earned your place before us today for the official public conferral of your degree. I am pleased that the class of 2024 has been able to experience in higher education environment where you were able to learn, to live, and to make lifelong friends and explore your passions. I want to take this opportunity to say publicly how very proud I am of all of you for applying yourself to achieve this very significant milestone in your life's journey, especially in the context that nature dealt you. You are always going to be a very special group. Can we give them another round of applause? I would like to now make some special recognitions. Please stand if able and be recognized when I call your name or your group. So the Lincoln University Board of Trustees, the President's Cabinet, our honorary degree recipients, Mr. Bryan Stevenson, Dr. Johnnetta B. Cole, the Honorable Cherelle L. Parker, class of '94, and the legendary Mr. Stevie Wonder. All right. You all can be seated. All right. You all, it may be raining outside, but in a couple of years, you're going to realize that you're living your best life right now, because I'm living my best life. We also want to take time to recognize any elected officials. If you're here, please stand, other than Madam Mayor. Also, we would like to thank and have the university faculty stand so we can recognize you. All the university faculty members, it's because of you that these fine graduates didn't have to face COVID alone. You all know how much it took for us to pivot, and we put their educational continuity, their health and safety first, and you all made the adjustments needed to make sure that their journey continued uninterrupted. And for that, as an administration, we will always be grateful to you as well. I also want to recognize Dr. Patricia Lewis-West, who's in the Department of Education at the School for Adult and Continuing Education. She can't be with us here today, but she is retiring after 18 years of service. Also with us today is Dr. William Dadson, who was granted the first Professor Emeritus status by the Board of Trustees at its meeting in February. Dr. Dadson, could you please stand so we can just say congratulations? Dr. Dadson retired in May of '22 after 33 years of service to Lincoln University in the Department of Business and Entrepreneurial Studies. Based on the review of his qualifications and his demonstrated commitment to Lincoln University, its students, and its mission throughout his 33 years of dedicated service, his peers unanimously recommended him for Professor Emeritus status. We congratulate you. We also want to say that Dr. Dadson spends some of his time back in his native home of Ghana, and if we ever go over that way, we're going to give you a call. So thank you, and thank you for being here. All right, would Dr. Susan Safford please join me at the podium? While she is coming, let me say that Dr. Safford joined the Lincoln University faculty in August of 1993, almost 31 years ago, as an assistant professor of biology. Dr. Safford received her first National Science Foundation grant in 1996. Shortly after arriving at Lincoln, subsequently, in collaboration with the University of Delaware, she wrote 2 major NIH grants, which brought almost $2 million to the university. These dollars funded several student research assistants supported the purchase of necessary equipment and supplies, and were used to build a cell culture lab at the university. I have asked Dr. Safford to join me on the platform because she has been selected by a committee of her peers to receive the Limback Distinguished Teaching Award for 2023-2024. Please, let's give her a hand. I want you all to know that candidates for this award are rated on a number of areas, including accessibility to students, quality of student evaluations, demonstrated ability to motivate, challenge intellectually, and impart knowledge to students, and the strength of colleague statements. This award has been funded by the Kristen and Mary Limback Foundation since 1961 and comes with a cash award. We already gave it a cash, so we're okay with that. So again, let's join me in congratulating and thanking Dr. Safford for her many years of dedicated service, excellence to teaching, and commitment to our students. Congratulations. All right, thank you. We have other special groups whom I would like to recognize at this time. Please stand as I call your group. Members of the amazing 50-year alumni emeritus class of 1974. Can you stand? That 50-year class been partying all weekend. I'm surprised to see you all here. Can all Lincoln alumni please stand? And now we want the family members of the class of 2024 to please stand. There you go. We'll have a few more words of thanks for you at the end of the program, but we also want family members who are observing this in the remote spots to know that those claps and those standing ovation were for you as well. So hopefully you feel the love that's in this room. But finally, and the reason we are here today, can the members of 2024 please rise? Right. This is your day. I would like to take just a few minutes to give recognition to a few members of the class of 2024. I received so many deserving stories, and I'm not able to share them all. However, I want to tell you that all of your stories of perseverance, struggle, victory, breakthroughs are important, and I encourage you to share them as you continue on your journey. For those whose statements I will read today, I ask that you stand as I call your name and read your brief narrative, the brief narrative of your journey. First, we have Kamani Marcus. Ms. Majoring in management with a minor in finance. The bio goes on to say, throughout my college career, I embarked on a lot. Coming into college, I was nervous, not knowing a thing about college life. But with support and encouragement from my parents, sisters, and mentor, I was excited to see what my next chapter would look like. My freshman year through my senior year, I was challenged and went through the biggest heartbreak in my college career, but also in my life. From losing my father at the end of my freshman year, to losing my mother in January of this year. I didn't think I was strong enough to push through, be okay, finish school, and accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish. I was blessed to have found the people I've met at Lincoln, from my friends since my freshman year, to my advisors, to my mentor. They always motivated me to keep going and seeing the light when I was stuck in the dark. And to my family that believes in me and showing unconditional support and love. When I was confused on what my purpose was, these people showed me that I can strive for success even on my hardest days. I'm graduating today with a Bachelor's of Science in Management and a minor in Finance. I was still able to finish my degree and accomplish other things, even from experiencing so much loss. I was awarded athletic scholarships for women's basketball, yay basketball. I joined organizations, served on e-boards, and I am now a part of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Lincoln has taught me a lot, but the biggest lesson would be to never give up, even on the hardest days. I am one of God's strongest soldiers, and now I can't wait to see what the future holds for me. We can't wait to see either. Give her a hand. I'm going to spotlight another, Jaden Davis, majoring in mass communication. Attending Lincoln University of Pennsylvania has been a great experience. Every day I walk the campus and I had plenty of opportunities to learn and grow. In the spring of 2021, I tore my pectoral major and small head bicep lifting weights. I guess that's right, y'all. This injury required surgery and put me out of football. After my surgery on March 11th, I then contracted COVID-19. As a result of this physical illness, I performed poorly in my classroom. This also made me ineligible to play in the following season. Sitting out of football was very humbling and difficult. However, this taught me many lessons that helped me strive in the future. The most important lesson I learned is to never get too low or too high. Instead, I learned to remain content. Remaining content requires you not to focus on the storm, but instead to keep your eyes forward. Since then, I've had numerous 4.0 semesters and won the Provost Award for those who achieve consecutive 4.0 semesters. This achievement required a great amount of focus and determination, from staying up late to studying all the way to waking hours at 7 a.m., to finishing assignments on time. All of this has brought me to this moment where I can finally say my work has paid off. My professors made this process very enjoyable and kept me going at times where I wanted to give up. I'd like to thank the entire Mass Communications Department for bearing with me and holding me accountable to achieve any goal. So these are stories of two of the many remarkable graduates in the class of 2024. Their stories highlight managing through tough time, but it also talks about the environment that we hope is Lincoln, that you can turn to your fellow students, to your faculty, to staff members when you need a good push, that you can use resources around to help move you to the next level. And so we congratulate you all, and like I said, there are many more stories among you, but I just wanted to highlight these two. So let's say thank you to these two students for sharing their stories. All right. And now, please join me in welcoming the chair of Lincoln University's Board of Trustees, Mr. Cherelle W. Bruce, a proud graduate of Lincoln's class of 1978. Chairman Bruce is serving his second two-year term as chair of the board through June 30, 2025. Chairman Bruce.
Thank you, President Allen. Good morning. It's a great day to be at Lincoln University. It might be raining outside, but the sun is shining in here. Am I right? All right. I am excited, and I cannot tell you how exciting it is for me to be sharing the stage with such luminaries and icons. And as excited as I am about that, I'm more excited about these graduates. Congratulations, class of 2024. You know, when I think of your class, and Dr. Allen was talking about it, what you went through with the pandemic and COVID, I'm reminded of the resiliency of this class and the resiliency of Lincoln University. You know, Lincoln was, we all know, this is the 165th commencement, founded in 1854. Well, that was before the abolition of slavery. It was before the Emancipation Proclamation. It was before the Civil War. Imagine how resilient those students had to be. So you are living that legacy. That is the legacy of Lincoln University. Living, learning, liberating, and leading. That's our legacy. And what I would ask for you as students today, I was talking to a young recent graduate, and I said, well, you just graduated, how did you feel? They said, you know, on the day that I graduated, it was just a blur. I mean, I partied all week, and then I went out, and graduation, I was just glad to make it through the day. And I said, oh, okay. But you know, today is such an important day for you. And I say, live in the moment. Capture the moment. Live in it. Remember it. This is a time to be celebrating the journey that you've been on. And I know it's been a difficult journey, but here you are. And I really look forward to you becoming an alum and one of my fellow alums, my Lincoln brothers and sisters. And one day I hope that you will be doing what we're doing here on the board, volunteering our time, our talent, and our treasure to ensure the success and the future of this university. So, with that, again, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I congratulate you. Thank you to the faculty. They're the ones that got you through. Thank you to your parents, your grandparents, aunties, everybody that was a part of your journey. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you on the other side when you become an alum. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chairman Bruce, for addressing the students and our other guests. I now invite Dr. Ph.D., Associate Professor of English and Director of the Horace Mann Bond Honors Program, to the podium to introduce the valedictorians with an S for the class of 2024. Dr. Dees.
Good morning. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to not one, not two, not three, but 4 valedictorians. I'd like them to go ahead and make their way to the stage as I give you a broad introduction of who they are. I'm excited to have met Jalicia Jerika Williams. Michaela Antonice Miller, Adimidam Ashiola, and Barak Dodo Yahya. Together, these four students are emblematic of the diversity and the dreams of the class of 2024 as a whole. These four students, like our student body at large, come from the Caribbean, the African continent, and have made their home in the United States for the last 4 years. Each of these valedictorians have pursued ambitious academic goals, majoring in political science with triple minors in international relations, Arabic, and pre-law, a major in finance and management with minors in accounting and economics, a double major in finance and accounting and computer science with a minor in business management. They have had notable achievements outside of the classroom as well, including being president of the Caribbean Student Association, president of the Investment Club, winning Best in Junior Computer Programming, participating in the Georgetown Summer Security Studies program. Their exemplary record of academic achievement in earning the title of class valedictorian means they have earned a remarkable 4.0 all 4 years of their undergraduate careers. For every single class, y'all. So general education or in their majors, some of these people had to get through calculus, I'm just saying, with a 4.0. After graduation, these graduates have their eyes set on working for the United Nations, becoming partner in an accounting firm, a member of an auditing, tax, or consultant internship, and in the field of computer science, serving us in technology and business. It's always so moving. I've been here for 14 years. This is my 14th graduation. It never gets old seeing all of the best and the brightest embark on their new futures. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the class of 2024 valedictorians. They are now each going to give you a few words of wisdom in the following order. Jalicia Jerika Williams is going to start us off, Michaela Antonice Miller, and then we're going to be followed by Adimidam Adeshola, and then finally Barak Dodo Yahya is going to close us off. Thank you so much.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, parents, and my fellow graduates. My name is Jalicia Williams, and I'm an international, first-generation college student from Nassau, the Bahamas. It would not be true if I said I achieved this accomplishment on my own. It takes a village. During the rough times, my mother was always on the phone, motivating me to push forward. As I stand here today, I am filled with joy and gratitude. Joy and gratitude because we made it. We made it through the trials and tribulations, through the uncertainties, and through a pandemic. Class of 2024, we have all defied the odds against us. As I reflect on our college journey, it is safe to say that it was extremely different from those before us. Some of us arrived on campus in fall of 2020. Others, like me, did virtual classes, which I refer to as Zoom University. Despite this, we made the best of our circumstances. We engaged in the GroupMe chats and connected on social media to ensure that everyone got to know each other. Then sophomore year came, and the campus was back to full capacity. Finally, a normal college experience, or so we thought. Our new reality was face masks, social distancing, and weekly COVID testing. We endured it all and continue to work toward our goal of completing our degrees. Fortunately, we were able to make up for the years before in our junior and senior years. Expanding our knowledge was a vital part of our journey, but the bonds formed along the way were just as important. There were many late nights studying, but we made sure to balance it all with having fun together. Several of our classmates turned into lifelong friends, and I am more than grateful for my friends who made this college experience special. I'll never forget our hour-long lunches in the caf and the surprise birthday celebrations. These memories will be cherished. Today, I commend all of you for your resilience and perseverance throughout the years. Instead of giving up, you all stayed committed without knowing what was ahead. This is a lesson that I urge all of us to take as we enter the real world. Life may give us lemons, and the road ahead may have curves. However, we must remember our why. Why is this goal important to us? Why did we start? A quote that stood out to me by former President Barack Obama is, "Keep exploring, keep dreaming, keep asking why. Don't settle for what you already know. Never stop believing in the power of your ideas, your imagination, your hard work to change the world." Congratulations, my fellow graduates. I am so proud of us and have no doubt that we will take the knowledge gained here to make an impact in our communities. Thank you.
A warm welcome to esteemed faculty, fellow students, cherished family, and distinguished guests. I stand before you today as Michaela Miller, a proud finance and management double major with minors in accounting and economics, representing the vibrant spirit of Nassau, Bahamas. Before I address this remarkable graduating class, I must extend a heartfelt gratitude to those who have supported me along the way. To my dear parents and family, I extend my deepest gratitude for entrusting me to the nation's first degree-granting HBCU, a place that has become my cherished second home. Your unwavering support, even during late-night phone calls as this home imparted its toughest lessons on me, has shaped my journey immensely. Thank you, Dr. Williams, for every amazing opportunity you have given me, and for every late Sunday afternoon email to check Connect for assignments due 9 a.m. Monday morning. You have taught me the true definition of no excuses. Thank you, Dr. Hope, for putting up with my ever-changing majors and minors, and for pushing me to pursue excellence. And to my work mom, Miss Tiff, thank you. I cannot begin to list the ways you have positively impacted my life. And to all the professors of the Business and Entrepreneurial Studies Department, thank you. Without you, I would not be standing here today. Lastly, on behalf of the graduating class, I extend gratitude to all who've nurtured us, parents, guardians, professors, counselors, and every guiding presence that has steered us toward this momentous day. They say that college is the last chance to be irresponsible, yet our journey has been far from carefree. Looking back, it is easy to see a clear line between the good and bad memories. The spread of COVID-19 causing many of us not to arrive on campus until sophomore year, and the passing of many loved ones have exposed us to some of the bad in the world. In contrast, memories of Project Unity, late-night ICC shows, homecoming, and spring fling has showed us how sweet life can be. Between these two extremes existed many shades of gray, like the illegal fourth floor parties that we threw that were amazing right up until they got shut down by PUB. Or our weekly group me debates where the point was kind of lost, but we learned what it means to agree to disagree. and the on-campus Wi-Fi that taught us countless lessons on procrastination and patience. Reflecting on these memories, I wonder, is black, white, and shades of gray all this world has to offer? No. Life is a kaleidoscope of colors: pink, blue, red, and gold. There's beauty in this world, and a part of that beauty is you. Resilient, vibrant, relentless. You have shaped my college experience into a mosaic of beauty and strength. To my classmates, friends, and extended family, as we step into the world beyond, remember this. Though challenges may arise, life's palette is rich with opportunity. With resilience as our brush, let us paint our futures with courage and determination, always remembering the light, color, and beauty that resides within us. Here's to the adventure that awaits. Congratulations, graduates.
Greetings, President Allen, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, loving family and friends, and the graduating class of 2024. Thank you, Dr. Dees, for the introduction. My name is Ademidum Adeshola, and I'm honored to be one of us speaking before you today. I am from the motherland, Nigeria. I started my journey here with a major in computer science, and the Nigerian in me said it was not enough. So I tested and took entry-level courses from every department to see what I would like, then decided to minor in business management. During my time in Lincoln, I was able to assist people and be a sense of support to them in the mathematics and computer science department, participate in some organizations, start a new organization, intern at my dream company, and lots more. The faculty and staff at Lincoln were truly there to help. I would like to give special thanks to my family who could not be here today, but they are watching. My second family for taking care of me and treating me like theirs. My friends, my advisor, Dr. Smith. It was through her I got my first internship, international programs, Ms. Miller, and my professors from all around. Thank you. We are a very unique class, the only class that started our long-awaited college experience from home, taking online classes. I was in Nigeria throughout my freshman year taking foreign classes. It was not the best, but it was interesting in its way. We went from online classes in our pajamas to trying to navigate campus lives while dodging airborne viruses. We came back fully for our sophomore year and had to follow strict protocol due to the pandemic, like our experience was not different enough. We had to immerse ourselves into school culture while adapting to the new normal. To my fellow graduates, as we stand on the precipice of the unknown, let's embrace the uncertainty with open arms and humor. Remember what Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, but that's the fun of it. As we step into the real world, let's not forget to keep dreaming big and chasing those wild dreams. As we embark on these new chapters of our lives, let's remember the words of Maya Angelou. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter defeat so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, and how you can still come out of it. Let's use every setback as an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn, and to evolve into the best versions of ourselves. And to everyone, whether you're a proud parent, a supportive friend, or you're just here, thank you for being a part of our journey. Your endless encouragement and your occasional eye rolls have kept us going. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Barak Dodo from the Republic of Ghana. All protocol observed. Dear President Allen, thank you for your unwavering commitment to our university's growth and for nurturing its foundational ideals. I would also like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished faculty and to Dr. Naka, Ms. Bernard Amos, Mrs. Nwachuku, Dr. Poe and Professor Poe, and to my advisor, Dr. Ihejirika, for their profound wisdom and guidance. And a heartfelt gratitude to all the professors in the political science department. Though they couldn't join us today, I know my adorable mom, Hajia Mariam, and my dad, Alhaji Yaya, are watching, along with all the family who made me who I am. I love you more than you can imagine. And I know my debt to you is beyond measure. A special thanks also goes to my auntie, Hajia Ramata, my uncle Adams, Uncle Sani, and to Mrs. Lisa Friday, whose nurturing spirit has been a constant source of comfort. Today, as we stand on the precipice of a future that is as uncertain as it is exciting, I want to offer a different kind of graduation speech. I won't tell you how to succeed in this new chapter of our lives. It is a task I trust we are well equipped to navigate in one way or another. Instead, I want to focus the journey ahead and the impact we make in the lives of those who we meet along the way. Because life essence is captured not just in the destinations we reach, but in the path we traverse to get there. Our journey to this point has been filled with challenges, late nights and early mornings. Each of us has put in tremendous effort. It's important to take a moment to recognize and celebrate what we've achieved. However, as we bask in the glow of our accomplishments, we must also ask ourselves, what's next? This fleeting sense of achievement, lasting only a few moments, quickly gives way to the question, where do we go from here? This question brings to mind a powerful quote by Booker T. Washington, who once said, and I quote, "If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else." End of quote. These words resonate deeply with me, reminding me of the profound impact we can have when we extend a helping hand to others. In today's world, marked by an increasing polarization and division, embracing this ethos of solidarity and mutual support is more important than ever. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana and an alumnus of this noble university, famously stated, and I quote, "We face neither east nor west, we face forward," end of quote. These words encapsulate the idea that our progress lies in our ability to move forward together, transcending geographical, ideological, and personal divides. For as far back as my memory stretches, Lincoln University has stood as a beacon of learning, liberation, and leadership. Yet, somewhere along the way, our commitment to these values has waned, giving way to a more self-centered pursuit of glory. In recent times, our focus on supporting social issues has taken a backseat, and the standards of excellence that once defined us have slipped. It falls upon each of us, student, faculty, and administration alike, to work together to revive the culture of excellence that has been the hallmark of Lincoln University. Nnamdi Azikiwe, also an alumnus of Lincoln University, a pivotal figure in Nigeria's independence, and its first president, emphasized the importance of education in shaping a nation's future. He said, and I quote, "Education is the light which illuminates the dark paths of ignorance and intolerance," end of quote. As we strive to reignite the flame of excellence at Lincoln University, let us remember the transformative power of education and the role it plays in shaping not just individuals, but entire societies. In a time where common sense is in short supply, as the world is witnessing a troubling rise in genocidal campaigns, with countries like Sudan, Somalia, Haiti, the Congo, and Palestine facing immense humanitarian crises, we must not, as a university founded on the principles of fighting systematic oppression, racism, and the abuse of fundamental human rights, turn a blind eye to these atrocities. Our institution has a proud history of activism. It was students from this very university who helped in desegregating the local Oxford Hotel and launched campaigns to support the civil rights movement as well as standing against the apartheid regime in South Africa, which ended exactly 30 years ago. Today, the onus falls on us once again to join the global movement against injustice. We must take action both as an institution and as individuals. As a university, we must divest from companies associated with the apartheid state of Israel. As individuals, we must boycott companies that fund Israel's genocidal campaign in Palestine. We have a moral duty to that. It is through this collective effort that we can uphold our founding principles and make a meaningful impact in the fight for justice and human rights. I urge us to remember as our university's history of excellence, invoking it as we strive to reclaim our vision and purpose. Let's defy the myth of our generation's apathy and stand against oppression globally. Let's recommit ourselves to learning, liberation, and leadership, rebuilding our community for excellence. Together we can restore our universities to its rightful place of academic and cultural achievement. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of individual success, to view the world through the lens of us against them. However, this mindset only serves to widen the rifts that divide us. I urge us to cherish two virtues that will be our most valuable companions on this journey. That's resilience and hope. We are graduating at a time unlike any other in history, although the baby boomers will disagree. The world we are stepping into is rapidly changing. In such a world, resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep going in the face of adversity is essential. Hope, on the other hand, is a light that guides us through darkness. It is the belief that no matter how tough things get, there is a bright future ahead. Hope transcends mere passive anticipation of improvement. It embodies proactive involvement with our dreams and aspirations. We are the architects of tomorrow, the beacon of a bright future. Go forth with the knowledge that each challenge is an opportunity, each failure a lesson, and each success a stepping stone to greater heights. Congratulations, class of 2024, on our well-deserved success. Freedom to Sudan, free Congo, free Haiti, free Palestine, and free all oppressed people around the world. Thank you.
All right, we want to say thank you and congratulations to all of our outstanding valedictorians. The entire Lincoln University community congratulates you on your accomplishments and thanks you for being such outstanding examples of academic excellence. We are truly proud of you. We are pleased to hear from another group of students who continue to make us proud. Ladies and gentlemen, our talented Lincoln University Concert Choir, under the direction of Dr. Victoria Petrie, will perform Battle of Jericho.
Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls come tumbling down. The battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls come tumbling down. The battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Talk about your kings of Gideon. Talk about your men of Saul. But not like good old Joshua at the battle of Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls come tumbling down. The battle
All right, y'all. We want to say thank you to Bryan for your inspiring and timely message. We are honored, honored, honored that you are able to join us today. Many of you don't know that I wrote Bryan Stevenson 2 full years ago. And I was like, will you please come to Lincoln to be commencement speaker? And his calendar was full for 2 whole years, but he put us on his calendar for today. When you get someone who is a world sought-after speaker to come to this little bitty first-degree granting historically black college in the nation to address the 2024 graduates who need that inspiration because things have been hard for you just because of nature. But that message says, don't give up, because as you persevere, as you fight, you can make a difference. And so that speech was the quintessential meaning of the Lincoln motto, learn, liberate, lead. We want you to go out in the world and make a difference. Take this education and help somebody else. And so I'm so moved. I want to say thank you. I'm so honored. Living my best life today, y'all. Are we going to have the band? I'm sorry. No band. All right. So we're going to get along with the program now. So we want our first honorary degree recipient, Mr. Bryan Stevenson, and we will have his citation read by Dr. Dees. Would the two of you please join me at the podium? Come on up and shake a hand. Yeah, we're going to come over on this side, right?
One cannot engage in credible discussion about human rights advocates, social influencers, and consequential visionaries without including Bryan Stevenson, one of the nation's foremost advocates for social justice and human rights in the penal and mental health care systems. Founder of the Equal Justice Initiative in Montgomery, Alabama, you have been a defender and voice for families and citizens whose cries for justice might not otherwise have been heard. Your advocacy for human and civil rights has resulted in the elimination of excessive and unfair sentencing, exoneration of the innocent, changes in the abuse of the incarcerated and mentally ill, and reform of young people prosecuted as adults in the system. It is not an exaggeration to say that the efforts and work of the Equal Justice Initiative have bordered on the miraculous for many who have faced atrocities from which they saw no hope. Your initiatives and accomplishments on behalf of those imprisoned behind bars or in their minds are many, but they do not tell the full story of your great vision. In fact, the causes of the Equal Justice Initiative, including educating current and future generations on the legacy of slavery, lynching, and racial segregation, and their connection to mass incarceration and present-day issues of racial bias. The Legacy Museum, National Memorial for Peace and Justice, and the Freedom Monument Sculpture Park, created by the Equal Justice Initiative, have furthered an awareness of and provide invaluable historical and long-hidden information about long-standing prejudices and discriminatory practices that have plagued those who have been relegated to the sidelines in American society. Your biography is teeming with numerous awards and honors for your efforts to attain justice and relief from inhumane treatment and other prejudices perpetrated upon the citizens of the United States of America. Indeed, your fight for justice and your service on behalf of the underserved have been recognized with many accolades and the utmost respect of your colleagues. President Allen, I present the Bryan Stevenson for the degree, Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
All right. Bryan Stevenson, it gives us great pleasure to honor you today for your visionary initiative and leadership on behalf of those marginalized in our society, and for your efforts to uphold and further the fight for social justice and human rights. it now gives me great pleasure to bestow upon you Lincoln University's highest honor. Now, by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Lincoln University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I am honored to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. Our next honorary degree recipient is Dr. Johnnetta B. Cole. Dr. Larisha Hawkins, Professor, Department of Political Science, and Director for the Center for the Study of the Underground Railroad, will read the citation. You have it?
Dr. Johnnetta Betch Cole, your expertise and knowledge as an educator, scholar, author, speaker, and consultant have opened doors that for many would not be possible over a lifetime. A Ph.D. in anthropology would prove to be the foundation from which you launched your career in higher education when you began teaching in the areas of anthropology, women's studies, and African American studies. Along your journey, you forged a path that led to a distinguished career in higher education administration that included serving as president of the only 2 historically Black colleges for women in the U.S., Spelman College and Bennett College. Your leadership at the helm of these distinguished institutions established you as a trailblazer in not only higher education, but also in philanthropy and the workplace, as well as community, corporate, and foundation boardrooms. Indeed, your reputation and record of excellence garnered positions of leadership at many highly regarded organizations, including Director of the Smithsonian National Museum of African Art, and others, too many to list here. Active in community service, you were the first African American to serve as chair of the board of the United Way of America. Other community roles include former chair of the board and 7th president of the National Council of Negro Women. We have a chapter on campus. A torchbearer in many areas, you were the first woman appointed to the board of Coca-Cola Enterprises and the first Black woman appointed to the board of directors of Merck Pharmaceuticals. You also served on the boards of the Home Depot and Nation Bank South. Your current appointments include a Kettering Foundation Senior Fellow, United Negro College Fund President in Residence, and the 4th co-chair of UNCF's $1 billion campaign, and Senior Consulting Fellow at the Mellon Foundation. Indeed, your stellar achievements and service have not gone unnoticed. The list of your honors includes, this says 71 honorary degrees, but today she told me this makes 73 honorary degrees. And the recipient of one of the nation's highest honors, the National Humanities Medal, awarded by President Joseph Biden on March 21st, 2023. She's also so humble, she told me not to read all of this. Even in the midst of leadership, teaching responsibilities, service on corporate boards, community service, and memberships in several associations, you found time to author several publications, including Racism in American Public Life, A Call to Action, African Proverbs for All Ages, an Oprah book, and Speechifying, The Words and Legacy of Johnnetta Betch Cole. President Allen, I present Johnnetta Betch Cole for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
So I just have to have a little commentary here before I finish this up. And I just want to say to my sister president, I am because you are. Someone said It takes a village, and you created the village that has raised all us black women up into these positions of higher education. And I love you for all that you've given to me over the course of my journey to this podium. And my God, I'm living my best life because I got you here. Oh, I love you. So I am going to say really quickly, Johnnetta B. Cole, we pay tribute to you today as an exemplary educator, scholar, leader, an example for women of color. Your role in addressing issues of racism, sexism, and other systems of inequality are in and of themselves worthy of the honor we bestow upon you today. It now gives me great pleasure to bestow upon you Lincoln University's highest honor. Now, by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Lincoln University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I am proud to confer upon you the Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. Love you, my sister.
Love you more.
Yes, you may. Can't have people like this and not give them the mic.
My sisters, my brothers, my siblings all, were my dearest friend, Dr. Maya Angelou, with us at this moment, I think this is what she would say. Good afternoon. You have never seen this afternoon before. And you will never, ever see it again. Graduates of the Lincoln University, this is your afternoon. And with all of your village that raised you up, served as your human ATM, believed in you when you weren't sure you believed in yourself. This is your day. Quickly, my dearest, dearest brother, Bryan Stevenson, began that amazing and grace-filled commencement address by talking about his grandma. I'm gonna talk about my mama for just a second. My mama said, girl, when they wanted you to listen, that's how they started. Girl, listen, a woman will be known by the company she keeps. What company I am in? My sister man, Cherelle Parker, my brother, champion for freedom and justice for all. Now, as one would say in the church, my, what am I going to say about my beloved brother, Stevie Wonder? only this. You have no idea how many people in the world look up to you, including me. And now that I have a health challenge and have joined with you in the largest marginalized community in the world, the community of disabled people, Stevie Wonder, I think about you all the time. Finally, Sister President, and you know I gotta call the name of the brother chair. Give me one more minute. Graduates, please stand. Take your right hand, move it across your body. Now get settled in. Take your left hand, move it across. Settle in. Settle in. Graduates of 2024 of the Lincoln University. Love yourselves so much that you insist on justice for yourself and all of God's people.
Let me get a piece of this.
Y'all having graduation today. All right, now I'm pleased to welcome the Honorable Cherelle L. Parker, class of '94. Her citation will be read by Professor Hope Elizabeth Dameron, Chair and Associate Professor, Department of Business and Entrepreneurial Studies. Here you go, Hope.
Madam Mayor, Cherelle L. Parker, alumni class of '94. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to the campus of Lincoln University and the corridors of the University of Pennsylvania emerged Cherelle L. Parker, the 100th mayor of Philadelphia. The first female to hold that position. An early pioneer, you started a list of several firsts. As the first in your family to continue on to college, your career began as an educator teaching English in high school and working with the immigrant children and adults. It was an internship in the office of the Philadelphia Councilwoman, Marian Tasco, that inspired your interest in public service. Indeed, the internship proved to be the incubator and catapult to your trailblazing rise in politics. Your election to the State House garnered your second first as the youngest African American woman elected to the state legislature, where you represented Northwest Philadelphia, the 200th district. In recognition of your leadership abilities, your colleagues soon elected you to chair the Philadelphia delegation in Harrisburg. Your love of your native city called you back to the place where your political interests were rooted. Elected to City Council in 2015 to represent the 9th Council District, you were soon elected to serve as City Council Majority Leader in 2019. But your vision for the citizens and city of Philadelphia could not be accomplished from a seat in City Council. So you put your sights on the mayoral seat and refused to be denied, winning the highly contested Democratic primary and general election to become the 100th and first female mayor of Philadelphia, your third first. President Allen, I present the Honorable Mayor Cherelle L. Parker, class of '94, for the degree of the Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
So, Cherelle L. Parker, we pay tribute to you today, not only as a dedicated, distinguished, trailblazing daughter of Lincoln, but also as an exemplary public servant. People ask me sometimes, are HBCUs still necessary? And we still keep producing first here at Lincoln University, so yes we are, right? Through the years, you have remained a long-time, unwavering supporter of your alma mater, and the university family has been pleased to recognize you for your accomplishments, support, and service. Even amidst your responsibilities in Harrisburg and Philadelphia, you found time to serve as a member of the Lincoln University Board of Trustees. And in your letter of resignation in 2016, you let the board know, I will continue to vigorously advocate for the university, as has been my practice and is well documented during my tenure in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives and my current position as the City Council of Philadelphia. And I've already reached out to step in and see what we can do now that you're mayor. So we're gonna keep leaning on that shield. I am truly grateful for having the opportunity to, you said you were truly grateful for having the opportunity to serve on the Board of Trustees at the institution and help to serve on the Board of Trustees at the institution that helped to plant great seeds in your life. You said you have upheld that promise, and we thank you. It now gives me great pleasure to bestow upon you Lincoln University's highest honor. Now, by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Lincoln University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I am honored to confer upon you the Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto.
Mr. Chairman, Cherelle, Madam President, Allen, to the Lincoln University family. When I got the call that I was going to be a recipient on today, I felt a little uncomfortable because I did not want to tap into and or feel what I felt the first time I walked on this stage at this ceremony in my real life in May of 1994, when I did what felt like break a generational curse in my own biological family. You see, Dr. Allen, good brother Stevenson, trailblazer, drum major for social, economic, and racial justice. Dr. Johnnetta B. Cole, I gotta give it just a little context. I was president of the Student Government Association here at Lincoln University when a lady named Dr. Cherelle became the first woman president here at Lincoln. And I'm telling my age, I wasn't going to say it because I didn't want everybody to know, but I remember like it was yesterday, the cover of Ebony magazine, and they had 3 black women college presidents on the cover, and one was Dr. Johnnetta B. Cole at Spelman. Gloria Scott was at Bennett, where my mentor, Marion Tasco, was the chair of the board of trustees, and then our Niera Sudarkasa was the president here at Lincoln. And then I say to myself, wow, like, you know, these are just genius giants of women. Just maybe one day I could touch the hem or learn something. And then they told me, you better feel me looking at you. The musical genius whose words and melodies have made lots of babies, powered movements that have led to the pursuits of civil rights and human rights in the world. No matter the language that you speak, what nation that you in, when you hear Ma Chérie Amour and Isn't She Lovely, you know it's the Wonder. Thank you, Mr. Wonder. Thank you. Why were you surprised? Surprised that a little black girl like me from the 1900 block of Penfield Street, born to a single teenage mother whose biological father wasn't a part of her life, and raised by her grandparents who, when I heard you speak, Brother Stevenson, I thought about my grandmother because she was a domestic worker too, but I want you all to think about the power of what she did. There was no union protection for the domestic workers, so my grandmother had to stand in the line at a place that none of you ever heard of before. It was called a 3-2 center when she was raising me. She stood in line to get something that as a kid I used to call colored money in books. You've never heard of colored money in books before, but for me, there were purple 20s, green 10s, and brown dollars. It was that colored money and that 5-pound block of cheese that would never slice as thin as I needed it to slice, but it made the best macaroni and cheese in the whole wide world. I stand here today to say to them, to say to each of you, when you're not a Cosby kid, when you're not like Theo and Rudy, and no one is just writing a check to pay the tuition, when you've got to blaze a trail that no one like you has ever walked before, when it ain't easy because somebody is just giving it to you in your hand and you've got to be prepared, you come to a place called the Lincoln University. It was the men and women who sat in these rows called the faculty who said, we don't care about your humble beginnings. We don't care about your welfare that you received. Yeah, you are young, gifted, and black, but that is not enough to be young, gifted, and black on your personal journey to self-discovery. If you graduate and you walk this campus and these hallowed walls, there is a great expectation something back to where you come from. Thank you, Dr. Button, Dr. Gladys Willis, Dr. Judith A.W. Thomas and Levi Wachuku and Ropo Saccone. Thank you for never dumbing down what I should learn. Thank you for maintaining and having the highest academic, most rigorous expectations for me that you possibly can. How and why does it matter? And I'm about to move, Madam President, but I gotta share this. I'm gonna tell you where it mattered. When I decided that I was going to run for mayor of the city of Philadelphia. Now, I want you to get that Philadelphia, yes, the birthplace of democracy, 6th largest city in the nation. No woman in 341 years had ever become the mayor. And I want you to know it is true. I was an English education major here, so I mean to use this vernacular for emphasis. And I ain't have no money. What I had was what my grandmother told me would be the great equalizer. What I had is something that she would say that I didn't always want to listen, and I didn't even get it when she would say, if you just get it in between your ears, nobody can take it away from you ever. And I went through a public school system led by a lady by the name of Dr. Constance E. Clayton that took me to a place called the Lincoln University that sent me to become the first generation Ivy League graduate in my family from the University of Pennsylvania, and had me travel the world studying the role of women in politics. And do you know how I was able to stand? Because I was prepared. When you leave here, and this is, no one wants to talk about this part. Not everyone's going to be happy for you today. You are going to share that this was the greatest day of your life. And somebody's going to say, oh, you walking a little different now. You acting a little different now. All of a sudden you think you special because you got that little old piece of paper from Lincoln University. Guess what? You are. You are. You did it. You are now a part of what I learned right here. W.E.B. Du Bois would call it the talented 10th. He would call it the constituency that gets academic training and they become academically prepared, and they are supposed to become the warriors who advocate for those who don't get the privilege and the luxury to sit in the seats that you're sitting in right now. So when you go forward and you talk to them, and you're gonna know them. You're gonna know them, especially if you're getting ready for the next phase and you're not spending that much time. You know where the keyboard warriors live. You're not spending that much time on the social. And when you start acting different, they're gonna start trying to do what I had to learn not to let people do to me. My son Langston is here. Stand up, Langston. It's for him. Y'all know why he's named Langston. Y'all get it. Guess what they're gonna do? And you have to promise me that you won't allow it to get to you. First thing they're going to try to do is put you in a box, tell you who you should be, where you should go, what you should be allowed to do. Here, Dr. Dana DeFilippo in Sociology Intro 101 said that was called something that we reference as the negative self-fulfilling prophecy. I learned that over there in the Ware Center, about a few feet from here. And he said the negative self-fulfilling prophecy is when people tell you who you can't be and what you can't can't do. And because they say it over and over and over again, you begin to say, oh my God, I should shrink. I can't do it. I can't be. Don't let that get to you. Second, remember all of the challenges that are here, right? We're dealing with poverty. We're dealing with the need to improve public education, public safety, gun violence. Whatever you do, you remember the grit of our ancestors who allowed you to stand and be where you are, and know that you are not alone. The final thing you need to do, and I just need you to give me a little black call and response from the Baptist church. I'm Baptist with this one. When somebody is not accepting who you've become today, I want you to say to them, don't throw shade on my LU shine. Let me hear the graduates repeat after me. Say, don't throw shade on my LU shine. We've got work to do, and the pressure you're going to receive because you've been prepared by Lincoln, it's a privilege to carry that pleasure and pressure. Go well and take care of our community at large. Thank you, LU.
Y'all having graduation, church, all in one room. And our final honorary degree recipient is Mr. Stevie Wonder. Having a hell of a graduation. Right there, fine. That's fine. Professor Charles Pettaway, Chair and Professor in the Department of Music, will read the citation.
Since your entrance on the music scene at a very young age, people of all backgrounds, generations, socioeconomic status, cultures, race, and color have celebrated your contributions. Indeed, your music is played at all types of celebrations and events, bringing people together in love and harmony. Who can argue with the fact that you are one of the most celebrated and prominent figures in popular music? Certainly achieving #1 single with Fingertips, Part 2, at the age of 12 was only the first brick in the firm foundation upon which this accolade is rooted. The rest of hits to follow is much too long to include here. Your reputation as an American singer, songwriter, musician, and producer has garnered an abundance of awards, including 25 Grammy Awards, the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, a Golden Globe, and an Academy Award. Indeed, your place in the music industry has been etched in history by the archival of your album, Songs in the Key of Life, in the National Recording Registry of the Library of Congress. We cannot forget also your inductions into the Rhythm and Blues Music Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Songwriters Hall of Fame, and the NAACP Hall of Fame. However, you are not only a musician,
You are a philanthropist, humanitarian, and social activist. Your efforts on behalf of others has been acknowledged by various organizations, including the President's Committee on Employment of Handicapped People, the Children's Diabetes Disabilities, and we will forever remember your lead in the campaign to make Martin Luther King Jr. a national holiday. There is no doubt that the majority of people all over the world have been at a birthday celebration where everyone broke out with your rendition of Happy Birthday to you. Which was all right, so you heard, which was the rallying cry for the Martin Luther King National Holiday Campaign. President Allen, I present Mr. Stevie Wonder for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Yeah, we're gonna put it that way. So I'm not usually lost for words. However, sometimes you get so struck, you just can't find it. All I want to say is just what happened spontaneously a minute ago. There has to be 6 generations of people in this room, and they all can sing on key most of your songs, right? And so when you have that kind of influence, not just for the happy party time, but for the social consciousness raising time, for the love of your people, send me your love. You just. So, I'm going to do my duty. Stevie Wonder, your achievements have garnered many accolades, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom and your designation as a UN Messenger of Peace with special focus on persons with disabilities. We consider it a privilege to join with others who have applauded your work, your service, and commitment to make a positive impact on the lives of individuals across America and in other countries. It now gives me great pleasure to bestow upon you Lincoln University's highest honor. And we're going to remember you were here in 1972 and we didn't give you a nice hood, so we had to have you come back so you can get this degree. Now, by the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Lincoln University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I am honored to confer upon you the Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Welcome to Lincoln family. You want to move to the podium? Okay. Everybody.
I would like to have a moment of your time. I know it's been a minute here today, but a wonderful moment. As always, I give all praise to the Most High, our God. And I don't want to take too much of your time, but there are a couple of things I gotta say. I'm going to mention something because I'm very excited about it. Not from the standpoint of what I might be able to make from it, but for what God has blessed me to create, to give to it. So my next project is called Through the Eyes of Wonder. And you know the blessing about being alive being able to hear and to see and to feel, seeing not with the eyes, but being able to see with the vision of the Spirit. I've been able to see so many things, and seeing these things have been a blessing, along with seeing those things that have broken my heart. I can remember back in the 60s, I was barely becoming a teenager, and I would hear about marches fighting against racism and prejudice and injustice and civil rights and equal rights and women's rights, and wow, it seems like we're going back to that same place again. That's unacceptable. When we can have courts and those in Congress and in the Senate that want to turn things back to that negative place when America was that so-called great again back then. There's a friend of mine, Don Mizell, who's writing about this. Look forward to you all hearing about this. But what I want to say to you all is this. You can never not let your voices be heard. You must never not be given not the right of freedom of speech. You can never think that slavery did not exist. As you can exist, you cannot believe these things didn't exist, because they did. But most of all, we have to live in knowing that we have to conquer all these negatives with what God has blessed us to be. All of you here, you are of the lineage of the original people of the planet. Even those of you who are our lighter brothers and sisters, you are our children, because we are the original people of the planet. But that means that we as a people have to come together and bring this world back together as God meant for it to be. My commitment to God is that I will always write songs and sing about how we can make love better, relationships better, nations better, how we can celebrate and believe that the impossible is always possible, for as long as there is our God, who we know is the creator of all existence. So I thank you for this honor, but most of all, I thank you for allowing me to sing, to write, to play, to talk about the things that God has given me and those that work with me to write about. I cherish you with my whole heart. And I want you to remember this little melody here. It goes, Lord, have mercy. Y'all say, Lord, have mercy. Say, Lord, have mercy. Y'all be hearing that pretty soon. I love you. God bless you.
Oh, okay. We got to get a picture. class of 2024. We're going to get ready for the main reason why we're here. So I just ask a couple of things. So first of all, when I sat in those same seats in 1981, I can't tell you who said what on the stage. But I'm quite sure when you look back on this day, you will remember what a wonderful commencement you have. And it is just tributing that it's your commencement because you missed a lot of celebrations, so consider yourself celebrated, and now here's your moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for the main event. We have the pleasure of introducing and conferring degrees upon the class of 2024. Dr. Joseph, Provost, and Dean of the Faculty will first recognize our candidates for the master's degree.
Madam President, may I present the candidates for the following degrees. The Master of Business and Entrepreneurial Studies, please stand. The Master of Education, please stand. The Master of Human Services, please stand. Madam President, these candidates have been certified by the faculty as having completed all requirements for the master's degree in their chosen field and are recommended for admittance with specification according to the degree to which they have qualified.
Upon recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Lincoln University Board of Trustees, I do hereby confer upon you individually the master's degree with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and cause you to be vested with the hood appropriate to this degree.
Master's degree, please stand and advance to the stage at the direction of the marshals.
Michael Vernon Brown.
Shannon Melissa Lawrence.
Brianna Elizabeth Simons.
Latanya C. Smith.
Paige L. Williams.
Jennifer G. Bracey.
Belena Green. Petrina Anita Shaw.
Shasa Pittman.
Shatira Monet Williams. David Louis Banks.
Tara Alexis Brookins.
Ozo Oibo Ebo Miguire Chanel Forrest.
Amira M. Godfrey.
Daniel Hawk. Jamie Jackson.
Mrs. Felicia Renee Johnson.
Maimuna Ndongo. Dalen Miller.
Imani Poteet.
Satanas Chantel Quinn. Quanisha Swaggart.
Jordan Cameron Williams.
Tierra Renee Duke. Marissa Edgerton Green.
Shania Michelle Harvey.
Mimi Brown.
Genesis L. Bonifacio. Corey T. Calvert.
Theodore Louis Gibson.
Jessica Lorraine Green.
I said it.
Anitrika Demetria Francine Green.
Anitrika Demetria Francine Green.
Destiny Victoria Frazier.
Nashe Green. Brittany Elise Longshaw.
Aaliyah Melise Jones.
Nabia Jalila Nuruddin.
Shadid A. Morgan.
Christina Joy Rivera.
Daniel S. Riles. Jill Smith. Richard Dwight Sutton Sr.
Rashida Corinne Tucker.
Montrell Lamar Duckett.
Shakia B. Franklin.
Brandon S. Warfield.
Jamie Kimberly Robinson.
Undergraduate students, the School of Adult and Continuing Education.
So
I think they say that.
they have to say that or you say that? So announce them.
And now we have our undergraduate students of the School of Adult and Continuing Education.
What? Okay. Elmira C. Sexton.
Rachel Adela Enriquez.
Tracy. Okay. Tracy Smith.
Nicole
Magna cum
Janai
laude.
Chisholm.
Milton Baxter.
Gwendolyn A. Fogel Hodges.
Madeline Rosario Nunes.
Shelley Roberta Shaw.
Malachi. Okay. Malachi Outbridge Somerville.
Lisa M. Beal.
Joel Ashanti Dodson.
Dwayne D. Taylor.
Erika L. Alston Buck.
Robert A. Cunningham.
Dominic Thomas Starling.
Yolanda Verlette Palmer.
Clarence E. Stevens III.
Jasmine Elise Walker.
going to do that. Oh, you have to do that, of course.
All right. Graduates will now sit until everyone in the entire row, okay, oh, you can have a seat. Now we're going to move to conferring the baccalaureate degrees. First, Dr. Joseph will do recognition of senior honors graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present honor graduates for the class of 2024. Undergraduates listed in the program under Latin honors have earned 60 or more credits at Lincoln University and have a cumulative GPA ranging from 3.4 to 4.0. Graduating summa cum laude, I would like to recognize this year's salutatorian, Martins Ufumus. Martins is earning a BS in computer science. Will all the other graduates listed in the program as summa cum laude please stand? These graduates are graduating with the highest honor and they have cumulative GPAs between 3.80 and 4.0. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will those graduates listed as magna cum laude please stand? These graduates have cumulative grade point averages between 3.60 and 3.79. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will those graduates listed as cum laude please stand? These graduates have a cumulative grade point average between a 3.40 and 3.59. Congratulations. Please be seated. We have another category of honors graduates that are receiving academic distinction today. Will those graduates listed in the program under honors please stand? These graduates are persons who have earned credits prior to attending Lincoln University and have earned a GPA of at least a 4.0. Let's give all of our honors graduates a round of applause. Thank you. Madam President, I now have the pleasure of presenting the candidates for the bachelor's degree. Will all candidates of the bachelor's degree please rise? Madam President, these candidates have been certified by the faculty as having completed all requirements for the degree Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science according to the program in which they have qualified.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Lincoln University Board of Trustees, I do hereby confer upon you individually the bachelor's degree in your chosen field with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and cause you to be vested with the hood appropriate to this degree.
Madam President, the class of 2024 are prepared to receive their degrees. Graduates, please advance to the stage at the direction of the marshals. And then we just give the degree, and then
Delicia Jerica Williams.
Michaela Antonice Miller.
Ademidun Abdushola. Dodo Barakyaya.
Martins Ufio.
Aliyah Renee Clark.
Jalisa Lanier.
Gabrielle Sachene Mue.
Lakaya Jewel Young.
To Mr. Boluwal Tife Okuneye. Okay.
Miriam Janet Achane Odiambo.
Okay. Oyudin Olatun Posun Mustafa.
Mitchell A. Igolima.
Okay. Demila de Oluwa Orefufe Oluwa Kitan.
Adebola Agbula.
Oluwasei Abiodun.
Brianna A. Clifford.
Silas Wharton.
Ezenwa Chisholm Onu.
Yes, Serena Mosley.
Kirsten Denise Edwards.
Shania Milan Woods.
Gabrielle S. Staples.
Anaja Butler.
Zion Winter Harris.
Olumayowa David Odutan.
Daniel Opeolua Odundan.
Kevin Carver.
Mackenzie Rashid.
Luis Reynoso.
Tajane Iona Gray.
Grant Fields III.
Anasia Monet Jackson.
Raquel Kerry Artis.
Victoria Claire Jean-Baptiste.
Michelle Mary Moses.
Makaya Sarah Jones.
Okay, Moet Sherima Cabrera.
Morales Acevedo.
Elijah K. Snell.
Jaden McKay Davis.
Shania Mary D.
Ronell Whitehead Jr.
Daniel Neely.
Jaden Harrell.
Fendi Desiree.
Janessa Marie Rivera.
Lotana Claire Uduboye.
Aliyah C. Moyetati.
Isis Omari triplets.
Maya Madison Walker. Jamiria Pantun Whitehead.
Zidane Julian Rayburn. Zaki Ami Atkinson.
Jada Nicole White.
Charnier Junior Mattox. Yeah, Charnier Junior Mattox.
Sienna Victoria Foster.
Amber G. Austin.
Damal Jordan Tyrell Sands.
Alithia Vernice Rickel Hepburn.
Erica Leanne Taylor.
Laureen Elise Colors.
Katina Monique Kauser.
Naeja Jane Danzi. Jeremiah Thomas Johnson.
Danielle
Kelly
Shirley West.
Kelly Marshana Wiggins.
Logan Jordan Anderson.
Alisa E. Florence.
Jasmine Monique Savage.
Dita Sotori Davis.
Winter A. Harris.
Serenity Anala Mary Smith.
Kaylee Alexis Johnson.
Deborah Neal.
Imani D. Nelson. Wanda Elizabeth Griffey. Rayanne Elizabeth Holloway.
Brooke Allison Tillman. Tatiana Wimbush.
Brianna F. Lambert.
Nai Juan T. Williams.
Shanice Heaven Chapman.
Shikaya Terry Ricketts.
Christian M. Tate.
Malcolm Xavier Dash.
Malik Alexander Dash.
Adriana Mackenzie Brown.
Tana Mackenzie Wright.
Tiana Bennett.
Maya Chanel Elysian.
Nakaya Tiana Wright.
Corey Jaden Best.
Deontay Gregory Lewis.
Erica M. James.
Wendell R. Thomas.
Kyle Robert Wells.
Cameron Ariane Wilson. Santina W. Williams.
Nasia L. Hanner.
Jared Tyler Selby. Tevan Malachi Cobbs Newman.
Anaya Danasha Epps.
Noraye A. Fenwick.
Jahara Divine Harrell.
Dorel Gaither. Frank W. Owens.
Aaron N. Phillips.
Okay, Thais Antonia Brooks Stallworth.
Arliana Namari Lee.
Amira Janae McCoy.
Derek Anthony Mayrant.
Tyshon Stephen Young Loveless. Okay. Zai Roden Smith.
Trey Green.
Eric T. Best.
Derek T. McCoy.
Senaya Javis Tolliver.
Quadira K. Daniels.
Tyriel Henry.
Lorca S. Edmond.
Jada Shanice McNeil.
Lauren Y. Matthews.
Alexis Mar. Iniko James Samuel Payne.
Avanish Amir Sunny.
Tyrell Curtis Redwall.
Miles Costin. Charles Edward Warren Burnett. Amani Williams.
Jessica Crystal Kaba. Rasse Amir Ross Wilkins.
Charles Sutton Jr. Justin Tavon Harris.
George Elisha Harrell.
Antoine D. Butler.
Washe Brown.
Tracy Nelson.
Robert Lee Williams Jr.
Adonai Angessa Gray.
John Alexander Jones.
Hilbert Nina de Leon.
Joshua Octavius Shepard. Okay. Nicholas O'Neill Spurlock.
Jalen Savion Godet.
Hassan Equil.
Anthony Burgos.
Sean Lamont Wright II. Tanaya Renee Johnson.
Sumaya Salahuddin.
Jasmine A. Heyman.
Okay, Jasmine A. Heyman.
Siani Costango.
Natasha Holland.
Aaron LaShawn Taylor.
Naomi Wemple. Tanaya Daniel Bolden.
Alexandra Lovely Dorville. Wazir Malik Seeley.
Sias Joshua Seibert.
Todd D. Gregory. Roman D. Hall.
Aliyah Dane.
Samad D. Lowry.
Anthony Fryer.
Jasmine Delane Johnson.
Anya C. West.
Messiah Williams.
Mark Burnett. Kathleen H. Dwarika, Miss Lincoln University.
Anthony Yarrow II. Deshauna Terrell Giddings. Lakira B. Miller. Denasia D. Lee. Alasia Monet Scott. Asata C. Colon. Nazir Beishan Let.
Rafik Daki Rashad Parish.
Isa M. Torre.
Taylor R. Charles. Okay, Aisha Rose Maimuna Diop.
Andre J. W. Bennett Sr.
Brianna White.
Ernisha Naeja Brown.
Shamaya Christopher.
Sinaya Waine Christina Cobb.
Shanira Jones.
Mikkel Jameson.
Bria Henderson.
Mariah Zakia Davis.
Adenike Adebimpe Ajaguna.
Janelle Patricia Nelson.
Leil Bernard. Charlotte Hardy.
Brianna Charles.
Jada Durham.
Brianna Janae Lee.
Destiny Thomas.
Zumira Darnaya Sandra Robinson. Marcus C. Figuerde. Domine Mealy.
Kamaya Yates.
Olivia Sade Stewart.
Solomon Winston Harris Jr.
Kavan Orlando James.
Maya Alexa Ivy.
Jayla I. Tillery.
Imani Moisha Pehe.
Nairi S. Evans.
Sincere Corey Gutierrez.
Jayana A. Hightower.
Dagnila Menes.
Destiny Christina Dumont.
Taylor Fleming.
Tajiana Mack.
Thank you. Sayena Neve Flowers.
Kenneth Lamont Walker.
Kaylin Shari Press Morgan.
Soika K. Littman.
Cadian Anthony Groves.
Atia Kai Hone.
Sienna Hale Sub.
Asha Amani Williams.
Destiny Epps.
Heavenly Jaden Ward.
Sky Maye Covington.
Kamaya L. Gibson.
Dayan Shane Elliott. Maeva Davis.
Leela A. Sargent.
Deshanda Payet.
Jalen Pugh Kaplan.
Dejane Alisa Jones.
Carmen Green.
Ade Ifetayo Conover.
Antoinette Faith Kennedy Arnold.
Kazaya Lucas Innocent. Ramato Zamblagre. Jada Mariah Howard. Michaela Michelle McGree.
Janaya Sullivan. Symphony Monet Blalock.
Zarin Anye Edmonston.
Mariah Rower. Sky Lene Jenkins.
Devon Coley.
Makaya Poteet.
Roshumba Davis. Tremaine Beatty.
Destiny Erica Sims.
Amira Stokes. Grace Richardson.
Jalen Amir Carter.
Shane Nelson.
Michaela Brianna Woodley.
Okay, Kimani Marcus. Dejari Monique Jones.
Zanaya L. Bryant. Ajanea Perdue.
Brielle Ellis Collier. Destiny Cornell Isabel.
Aisha Melody Touré.
Alisa Gubi. Azante Burks.
Aviana Kashia Mitchell.
Kamari Mario Sharp Scott. Vance Russell.
Trent Patrick.
Give it to her.
Destiny Sharnea Jones. Zoe Mackenzie Tate.
Just one second. Socio Tucho.
Jenna Amira Bint Burks.
Stephanie Lee Charles.
Janaya Bellamy Fleming. Taylor Faith Weber.
Tyler Faith Patterson. Diana Presley.
Ashley Renee Gillard.
Test, okay. Before you are seated, I will ask the graduate SACE students to stand with you so that we can all engage in that age-old tradition of turning the tassel. Before you sit, congratulations again to the class of 2024. You now join that privileged rank of being able to toss your tassel from right to left.
All right, congratulations. We just have a couple more things so we can send you off in the alumni world right. And the first thing I want to do is, graduates, please turn to the cameras and to the stands and salute your family and friends who have supported you through this journey. And I ask that you all remain standing while you're inducted to the National Alumni Association of Lincoln University.
Congratulations, 2024! As Lincoln alums, we like to say LU for life. My name is Cherise Carney Nunez, class of '88, and I am here. It is my distinct honor and privilege to induct you into the Alumni Association. Into your lifetime commitment of supporting the legacy of Lincoln University. So you are already standing. It's really short. Just repeat after me.
I, say your name, promise to support my alma mater, my fellow alumni, and to support Lincoln University with my time, my talents, and my treasures. Welcome into the oldest HBCU Alumni Association. I would like every alumni within the sound of my voice to stand and put up your L's and say, Hail, Hail, Lincoln.
All right, we are almost there. Before we close, I want to thank you all. You all can have a seat just like 5 minutes. I want to thank you all for your presence here today. To the parents, to the grandparents, to the aunts, the uncles, the guardians, the people at church, the lady on the block, the man at the corner store, whoever was in the corner of these students, we want to say to you that we appreciate that you have helped them to successfully navigate the ever-changing events of the past few years to complete this goal of achieving a higher education. To our graduates, we hope that you will keep Lincoln near to you. We look forward to your return to campus over the years and to hearing many good things from you in the future. Congratulations again. Now, will we all please stand for the singing of an alma mater, followed by the benediction and the academic recessional. We ask that you please remain in your places until the recessional of the platform, faculty and students has concluded. Thank you again for your presence today, celebrating this wonderful community of scholars. Class of 2024, you have had a commencement for the record book. Congratulations.
Receive our benediction. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far along the way, God, may we remember when we leave this place to stand with our ancestors and put our L's up and learn, liberate, and lead to the glory of God and for the legacy of Lincoln. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, amen. Go in peace.